Hi students, today I am going to explain weak interaction. In this weak interaction, hydrogen bonding is there and its types with examples is there. This is the topic comes under in your chemical bonding chapter. Here I am going to give first definition of hydrogen bonding. So here hydrogen bonding refers to electrostatic force. Hydrogen bonding itself is an electrostatic force, right? So here it is a chemical bond between the hydrogen atom and an electronegative atom. Hydrogen bonding is also called as a chemical bond. This chemical bond exists between hydrogen atom and another electronegative atom. But in the case of chemical bonds, there are two types are there. First one is ionic bonding is there and second one is covalent bonds are there. In those cases, sharing of electron takes place or transfer of electrons takes place between the atoms in a molecule. But in the case of hydrogen bonding, there is some force of attraction holds the hydrogen atom of one molecule with a small and highly electronegative atom. These like nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine, etc. These are the highly electronegative atoms with having a smaller atomic size. This creates a hydrogen bond. Here example, water, HCl, NH3, orthonitrophenol, paranitrophenol, salicylic acid. These are the best examples of hydrogen bonding. Okay. Next point is, I told you, this is not a sharing of electron as in a covalent bond. We know that covalent bonds refers sharing of electron takes place in between the atoms in a molecule. But in the case of hydrogen bonding, this is not a sharing of electron. Instead, this is an attractive forces between positive and negative poles of charged atoms takes place. Just force of attraction holds the hydrogen atom and small and highly electronegative atoms. Just it. Next one, coming to factors favoring hydrogen bonds. What are the factors that affecting hydrogen bonds or favoring hydrogen bonds is, the first one is the hydrogen atom must be linked to a small and highly electronegative atom. Here in the case first factor, hydrogen atom must be linked to a small and highly electronegative atom. Here in the case I am going to take water molecule. In this water molecule, when compared to sizes of hydrogen and oxygen having a least atomic size when compared to hydrogen. Why? You know the reason. I already told so many times while doing the atomic sizes in before classes. Right. Look here. When we move on periodic table, when we move on to left to right in our periodic table, atomic size decreases. Atomic size decreases. So, because of this reason, the atomic size decreases, electronegativity atom increases and electropositivity decreases from left to right. So, in this case, hydrogen atom must be linked to a small and highly electronegative atoms. You know people already, electronegative atoms means oxygen, chlorine, nitrogen, etc. And second factor is the highly electronegative atom must has one or more lone pair of electrons. The first factor is the hydrogen atom must be linked to a small and highly electronegative atom, and second factor is this highly electronegative atom must has one or more lone pair of electron. Right. Here I am going to take oxygen molecule. Here in this oxygen molecule it contains 2 lone pair of electron. In the case of nitrogen 3 lone pair of electrons are there. Right. So, the hydrogen, the highly electronegative atom must has one or more lone pair of electrons. This is about hydrogen bonding, examples and factors favoring hydrogen bonding. Next, coming to the types of hydrogen bonding. In this hydrogen bonding, we can classify it into two types. The first one is intermolecular hydrogen bonding and second type is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Here types of hydrogen bonding. There are two types of hydrogen bonding. The first one is intermolecular hydrogen bonding and second one is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So intermolecular hydrogen bonding is a strong bond. But in the case of intramolecular hydrogen bonding, it is a weak bond. Let me see. First one is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So here definition, it is a strong attractive force that binds the number of different neighboring polar molecules together by hydrogen bond. Here in this case, hydrogen bonding takes place. Different neighboring polar molecules. One molecule containing a polar molecule. In this polar molecule, the hydrogen bonding takes place in another neighboring polar molecule. Here, look here. Examples: water molecule, ammonia, hydrogen fluoride, alcohol, para-nitrophenol, etc. These are the examples of intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Look here, in the case of hydrogen fluoride, this bond is called as a hydrogen bond. Look here, hydrogen bond takes place. One of the polar molecule is bond together with another neighboring polar molecule. Here also, one polar molecule going to make hydrogen bonding to another neighboring polar molecule. You know that already polar molecules containing a partially positive and negative charges, right? So this having a permanent dipole moment. So look here, in the case of water molecule also, this one water molecule is going to make hydrogen bonding with another polar water molecule. In the case of para-nitrophenol also, in this case para-nitrophenol, here I am going to write para-nitrophenol. This is the first, we have to write benzene structure. You know benzene structure, this is the benzene structure. In this case phenol means the OH group is attached to one of the carbon atom. This is central carbon atom. So this is the phenol structure. And in the para position, so for this point, this is the para position, and this para position nitro group means NO2 group it attached, so it is called as a para-nitrophenol. In the case of here, if the nitro group is attached to this point means this is ortho and this point means meta. So this is the para-nitrophenol. Here hydrogen bonding takes place. Look here, hydrogen bond. Here one of the para-nitrophenol, he is making bond with another neighboring para-nitrophenol. This is about intermolecular hydrogen bonding. And second type is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. This is the intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Here in this case, intramolecular hydrogen bonding, it is a weak attractive force. We know that intermolecular hydrogen bonding is a strong attractive force, but here in the case of intramolecular hydrogen bonding is a weak attractive force that binds the hydrogen atom and highly electronegative atom. It is also making hydrogen bonding with hydrogen atom and highly electronegative atom. But here in the case, these two, hydrogen atom and highly electronegative atom, present within the same molecule. So it is a weak bond. Example, salicylic acid, orthonitrophenol, orthochlorophenol. Look here, in the case of salicylic acid, the benzene ring attached with one OH group and one carboxylic acid group. Here in these two, hydrogen bonding takes place. Here also, within the molecule only hydrogen bonding takes place. But in the case of one of the polar molecule is going to make hydrogen bonding with another neighboring polar molecule. But in the case of intra, within the molecule only hydrogen bonding takes place. Within the molecule only, the attractive force that binds hydrogen atom and highly electronegative atom, both are present within the molecule, within the same molecule only. So it is called as a intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Next here, the most one of the important question. Note, and write here this important question in note. Okay, what's the question here? Why orthonitrophenol has low boiling point than para-nitrophenol. Why? What's the reason? Here in this case, ortho means, I am going to write here OH group. So this is the ortho position, right? So this is orthonitrophenol. Para means this is the para position. So para-nitro. Here in this case, para-nitrophenol, intermolecular hydrogen bonding takes place. In the case of orthonitrophenol, intramolecular hydrogen bonding takes place. Right. Here the question is, why orthonitrophenol has a low boiling point than para-nitrophenol? Yes, orthonitrophenol has lower melting and boiling points than the para-nitrophenol. Why means, in para-nitrophenol, molecular association takes place due to extensive hydrogen bonding. Extensive hydrogen bonding means intermolecular hydrogen bonding takes place in the case of para-nitrophenol. But in the case of orthonitrophenol, intramolecular hydrogen bonding takes place. Don't be confused here. In the case of para-nitrophenol, intermolecular hydrogen bonding takes place. In the case of orthonitrophenol, intramolecular hydrogen takes place. So, therefore, it has higher melting and boiling points. This is all about your hydrogen bonding and its types with examples. This completes your hydrogen bonding topic. Thank you.